resurrected from the dead like a seance. Here to bless you with the knowledge from eons. Take a hit, it ain't no buzz, I'll be beyond. Trippy, but that higher learning what we on. Fire burning, taking flight like a kiosk.
What's going on YouTube? In today's video, I'll be going over some updates on the Tahoe. So if you want to check that out, make sure you stay tuned and let's get to it. So as you guys know, I did go ahead and sell out my 26s on the Tahoe because I had got a good offer and you know, it was time to change. So I went ahead and sold them. And right now, so I'm gonna sell the 26s right here. Check them out. And they look big back here. And right now, I did go ahead and put on the 22s, and I'll go ahead and show you right here. You've probably seen them before, but this is what she's looking like right now. And they are 22-inch American Racing.
Nah, they 10s. I bought them from somebody, but they nice though.
Yeah, they cool.
Yeah, they tight. And then you know.
Also, if you guys been keeping up with the channel, you know that I'm not working at the shop anymore, so
$12,000.
Are you kidding me? That is insultingly low. I don't even want to hear what your first offer was.
So all this, I'm just trying to do it on my own right here. But that's also a reason that I did sell the 26s, even though I didn't really have to. But I think I don't really need them right now since the truck is not dropped or nothing like that. So they're nothing special. It's just like some 22s with the stock tire size. And later on I can change them out, but for now I'll be using these because the tires are like brand new. And while I'm working on it, I think that's good right there. Well, they're not stock, but I had them in the garage before from the Silverado and also on the Yukon. Like I would just use them for alignments and stuff because the tires are brand new and the wheels are new also. But that's what she's looking like right there. And they're just American Racing 22 by 9.5. And I gotta clean them up and stuff, but they're pretty much new. The tires have all the thread 100%, and the tires are brand new. They're 285, 45, 22, and they're just Bridgestones. And I think this will be good for now because whenever I start dropping it, like these won't rub, so that'll be good because I know the 26s will start rubbing and stuff. But this is a good start right here, and later on I might change them out or something. But for now, that's what I'll be using. And also I still have to debatch right here the moldings and all that stuff. So for now I'll just be riding on the 22s. And later on I'll figure out what to do with the wheels or something like that. But I do want to change them on later. But for now they're good because they're brand new and I haven't really used them. But that's the wheels right there. And I also did start changing out my door handles. So as you can see, this is the stock one right here. And then right over here I did go ahead and change them out to the color meshed and chrome handle, like the Escalade right here. And then in the interior I did put the chrome door handle for my Yukon as well. And these are very simple, they just use a 10mm bolt, and these door panels just slide up. They got a couple of 7s, so like a 7 here and down there. But I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of videos like that, so I didn't really record too much. But that's the interior right there. And here, this one is still black because I had the wrong one, and it's right over here. So as you can see, it's got this piece in the wrong spot. So this is like a rear door handle or something like that. It says right rear. And so what I did, I just had to order the right one and get it color matched. So later on, whenever I get it, I can put it on. And that's also why I have the door panels off, because I don't want to be putting them on and off. So it's just kind of gets annoying, putting them on and off too many times if I'm working on here. But that one is already good. I just have it off because I'm still thinking of doing some more wiring in here. And as far as the switch for the mirrors is right here. So I went ahead and drilled it out, and like I said, I'll show you guys how I did it. I'll add it on this video right here, so I can actually like close the mirrors and then I can open them up, And now that I have all this set up, I can actually continue with the video that I wanted to make, to where they'll fold with the alarm and unlock and then make them unfold. I've got the wiring right here, and as you can see, like this wire is ready to be tapped in, but like if you ground it, it'll make the mirrors close. So I still got to do the rest of the wiring and stuff, and that way I can show you guys. And as far as the wiring, this is what it looks like right now. I did end up putting my relays on this side, but like I said, I'll show you a clip on that in a little bit. And I still have this over here because I got to close it up, but I'm still working on here, so I'm gonna just leave it off. And then you can see part of the wiring right here for the mirrors, which is like a plug and play connector right there. But other than that, I haven't really done much to it. I just gotta continue making the videos on the wiring and stuff. And then back over here, I did go ahead and change out the rear one also from my Yukon. So this is the whole original door handle from the Yukon, because these are hard to find on the barn doors with the color match and then chrome. So I just put a piece over it right here. I'm not sure if you can tell, but This one is like a cap that goes on top of it, because you don't really find them. Escalades didn't come like that, I guess, so that's what she's looking like, but I think it looks way better. You guys let me know. And here on the passenger side, you can see what she's looking like, but like I said, I mean, it's just a work in progress. So, you know, later when I finish it, hopefully she'll look way better. But I still have to remove some of the stuff right here, like the moldings, and then probably those running boards. But I'll just be doing them on a separate video so I can show you how I do it. But, you know, it's nothing hard. You just got to remove them. They have like adhesive on them and stuff. And also for you guys that wanted to know how much I paid for this truck.
$5 grand.
No, I'm not paying over 4. Sorry.
Kid, come on, get out the car.
No. You said cars pick their drivers.
I did end up paying $3,200 for it, so I thought it was a good deal. But you guys let me know what you think down below, if you think it was too much or you think it was a fair price for it. But I thought it was okay for the condition of the body and the interior as well, even though I had to do some motor work. But overall, you know, I think that was a good price, because a lot of them, you know, they want like over $3,000, and you know, they're not in great condition.
Considering the semi-classic nature of the vehicle, with the slick wheels and the custom paint job.
No, but the paint's faded.
Yeah, but it's custom.
It's custom faded?
What is your first
So
car?
you guys let me know what you think on that. But that's how much I paid right there. And let me go ahead and show you right now how I did some of this wiring right here. Alright guys, so I'll be changing out my door handles right now, as well as the interior ones, because they're both black. So if you see these, you know, they're just regular black plastic. And then inside here, the same is just like, you know, regular black. And I already removed this cover right here. I just have it on the dash, so, you know, before I start taking it apart. But I will be replacing these. These are on the Yukon already. And I also have a link on those door handles and the exterior ones that I'm gonna do right now. But here's the exterior ones. And they had the chrome in the middle, so that it could be a little bit different, like the Escalades. And then I did have them color matched to the Peter metallic right here. And overall, I mean, I think they came out real good. And right over here, I'm gonna take these off from the Yukon. I do have the chrome ones right here, so I'll be taking those off right there and swapping them over to the Tahoe. So let me go ahead and start taking this thing apart so I can put in the new door handles and make it look a little bit better. And, you know, I should give it a little bit of a better look right there, because it has a lot of black right now, and I'm trying to get, you know, rid of most of it, even though that the wheels are black right now. But later on, you know, these are easy to change out. All right, I have all the door panels off right now, and I just wanted to show you right here. It's pretty much just stock, you know, the speakers are all stock and everything looks stock. These right here, to remove these, it's just a 110mm bolt right here on each side. And I already removed this one, and then they just slide out. The bolt is right here. So it's just like a 10mm that you take off, and it's the same on all the doors. So you can see back here, you know, they're all right there if you ever replace them. But that's pretty much it, just one bolt, and then you slide it and they come off. And it's easy to, you know, upgrade this. And the other side is the same. I just put the panels inside, and because it looks kind of dark on that side, so since it's in the garage, you know, it looks kind of dark, but they're pretty much all the same. And then to do the door handles, you do have to, you know, peel this back and put your arms through here and then go up. And then there's gonna be like a 10mm here, and I believe there's like 2 more around here. But you need like a small ratchet, because it's about 3 10mm nuts or bolts that hold this. I believe they're nuts. So let me start doing that, and I'm gonna probably start with this. And I also got to take them off the Yukon first, because they're still on, but it's not that bad. All right guys, I'm about to start installing my relay harness for my power mirrors, so I can get them to fold with the switch, and then later on, you know, make them do the remote. But for now, I'm just gonna install this. But first, I'm running the extensions that go to the doors. So I already ran this side right here, and you can see this 2 plugs. So the aftermarket one that I'm running right now, and then the conversion one that I did on part 2. So if you haven't watched part 2 on the conversion, I'll link it on top of the screen so you can check that out. But you know, this is a 2000 to 2002, so these mirrors are gonna be from a 03 and up, so 03 to 06. So that's the conversion right there. And the way that I'm doing it is a plug and play, so that it can detach from here and then also from the inside of the truck. So in case, you know, something happens and you need to remove the door or something, like, they don't have to cut the wires. So.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never.
And 2 right here, and I've already ran it and zip tied it down. And you can see right here, I have the grommet open where I passed the wire, and then I just zip tied it up to the original one. And it looks kind of dark in here, but it's zip tied back there as well. So I just, you know, kept it all with the stock wiring so that it doesn't get in the way of the window. And I just have to, you know, move this and take the door panel off. It's pretty simple though. And I'm about to start running the other side right now and then doing this in the middle. And on my Yukon, I used to have the switches over here because I had holes, but I think on this truck, I'm not gonna make holes here. So I'll probably either put it like here or maybe in the factory pocket that goes right here. But right now it's empty, so I do have to get the original one that goes there, and I already have it, but I'll show you guys that when I get to that point. So as you can see, the wires, you know, I pulled them off and I cut them, so I may have to extend them a little bit, but most likely not that much, because they're pretty much, you know, all up in the dash right here. But if you notice, you know, it's already like pretty much ready to go for a plug and play, and that's why I'm running out the wires today. These are the extensions right here. They go on the doors, so this side's already ran, and you know, it's going right through here. If you watched the part 2 on the video, you can tell that this harness does look a little bit different right now. As you can tell, there's a blue wire here, and you know, I usually tape them all closed with the black Tessa tape. And I've already started modifying it, because before I had crashed the Yukon, I was working on this to make it, you know, powerful with the remote to show you guys. But for today, I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm just gonna install it so I can, you know, get it ready and have it set for next time. But we are going to be interfacing with the switch side right here. So the switch is not here because I have it disconnected. I'm gonna put a new switch. I'm gonna put the round switch on it, but we are going to be interfacing right here and adding like 2 more wires. So I already ran an extra wire, and I will tape them up later, but when I do the video, so I can show you guys how to do it. So for now, you know, I'm gonna leave it alone, but just know that we are going to be interfacing right here. For now, I'm just going to install it like this, and I am going to probably add another wire right here, but I'll show you guys how I do it. You know, and it's going to be pretty basic right now because it's already pre-wired, but you know, my ground's going to be right here with the relay side, and then these are my 2 turn signal wires, and then my 12-volt wire, and then the other wires, you know, are already pre-wired right here on the plug and play for the switch to open and close the mirrors. But I'll show you when I get to this point right here. And one of these extensions is way longer because it goes all the way to that side, and then the driver one, you know, is real close to here, so it's not that long since I already ran the inside wire right here. And right now that I do that side, I'll show you real quick how I'm passing this with the little adapter right here. So, you know, it's not that bad. All right, so I'm over here at the passenger side, and to start running my wires, I did already remove my door panels from before because, you know, I was working on these right here, and that's why I didn't want to put the door panels back on. But those were already open. They're real simple, you know, just 7mm on them, and then they slide up. But right here, I'm gonna have to take these off, and they also just come up. They have clips on them, you know, you can just pry them with like a pry tool or, you know, a flathead. And then also I'm gonna pry this back because I need to get into this area to pass the wire through here. And then I'm gonna pop out the speaker. These are old speakers, you know, they're just factory ones, but I'm gonna change these out later. For now, I don't really mind, so I'm gonna leave those alone. But yeah, I'm gonna take this out so I can run my wire up and zip tie it in this area with the factory wire. So here you can see, you know, this is where I'm gonna be plugging in right here, and then I'm gonna run it in this area. So right here with the factory harness, I don't know if it's this one, it's one of these harnesses, I think it's this green one. Well, I'm gonna be running it in this area with the factory door harness, so in case, you know, anything has to be like worked on or remove the door or anything like that, then the wires don't have to be cut. So I'm gonna run them with the factory wire right there. I've got the panels off from right here, and then on the kick panel as well, so they just pried up, and you can see that they're all just clipped. So here, even on the side one, but this is the kick panel right here, you know, they just slide out. And the speaker I also popped out, and you can see on my speaker they're all busted. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the surround is all gone. So I'm gonna need a whole new system. So these can wait, you know, I'll change them out later. I'm not, you know, too worried about them. And right here on the door grommet, you know, you just pop them right out. You can see that there's the tabs right here, so they'll be in this area. You'll see this little square, and then you can just pry it with a little flathead or something, and then right here you just twist it until you get to this squared rubber right here, and then that's where you know that the clip is down there. So I'm gonna just start inserting the little adapter right here. So this is what I'm gonna use right here, because it works out pretty good and it's not too thick. It's the, I believe it's like the quarter size, so it's not the 3/8 or anything like that. So I'm gonna use that one from the bottom up and then slide the wire down. And whenever I start passing wires through here, I like to keep them as straight as possible. So here you can see I kept the connector where it doesn't have that little ring, because that would make it wider. And then I like to like put them like this, just real straight, so it'll be exactly on top of it, and then that way I can tape all straight and not No, not on the side like this, because that makes it wider, so that makes it way harder to pass the wire. So I'm just gonna go straight up and tape it up. All right, so here it is all taped up. As you can tell, it's all straight and it's not bulky on the sides, so that'll make it easier. And if you want to make it go real easy and smooth, you can put a little bit of soap in here, or you know, something to lubricate it, maybe even water, you know, just something a little bit. So I put like a very small dab of soap right there. So I use some of this, just a little bit, because I'm gonna try to do it on camera right now with one hand, but last time I didn't use it, but I think this makes it even faster. So, you know, it lubricates it real good and it should slide way easier. So let me just go ahead and try to pull it off right here. And you know, that should help a lot because, you know, the angle and then also the soap. So, yeah, it's going faster. So I don't know if you saw part 2, but that one took me a little bit longer, but it still went through because it was all dry. So here you can see, you know, that was super easy. So that helps out a lot anytime you're passing wires through there, you know. Just make it real straight and you can put a little bit of soap. It doesn't even have to be a lot. It was just like a little drop, just, you know, something to make it faster. But let me know what you guys think on that. So this wire, I'm just gonna run it behind this factory bracket right here. That way it gets out of the rail. So it'll just stay behind that bracket and then it'll get out of the hinge's way. So if you see right here, there's a hinge right there. So that way we can just keep it from the back. And it stays back there. That way it gets out of the way of the hinge whenever the door is closing. And you can also zip tie it down. So that's what I'm gonna do there. And also zip tie these down to the factory plastic right here. Looks like they came off. I'm gonna just zip tie them on there, on these two with my wire right here, and then plug it in right there. So, you know, that's good. That way you don't get the wires all damaged with the door hinges and stuff. So you can see where it's zip tied right there on the top. You can see the bottom hook moving whenever I close the door. All right, now that I have my wiring in there, I can go ahead and start taking my dash apart. So I'm gonna take my bezel off, and then this piece right here, because this is where I'm gonna put my relay at. All right, now that I got that off, I just gotta do the 7mm right here. Alright, so on my turn signals, I went ahead and tapped into the brown connector right here that goes right in the front. So it's this first one. And then if you've seen part 2, then you know that the turn signal wires are on top right here. So there's light blue and then there's dark blue right there. So they're next to each other. And you can see where I tapped in right here. So this one and this one right here. And I extended my wires, that's why they're like this right here, but I'm gonna tape them up to close them. But I just wanted to show you real quick before I close it up. And then on my power wire, I also extended it. So I added a little bit more because the original one, you know, came out a little bit short since I cut it off the Yukon. And on the Yukon, I had my relays on this side right here, but I ended up putting them on the other side, right back here. And it's grounded there as well because this truck has the shield right here and I'm gonna leave it on there, you know, I don't want it like missing and stuff. But on the Yukon, whenever I first had it and I didn't know how to do stuff, they had done an alarm and they didn't put this back, but I would, you know, prefer keeping this, so that's why I'm gonna keep it there. And you know, with this here, it gets in the way of the relays, or not really, but you know, whenever you want to take these bolts off. So I was just like, I'm gonna just put them back here because they fit anyways. But that's how it looks so far. My ground, I did grab them right here with the relays, and then on my 12 volts, I just tapped in right here into this red wire, so you can see the wiring is right here. And then the fuse is still right here that I had put from before. And then on my turn signals, I did grab them again from the brown connector right here, just like in video 2. So that's my turn signals right there. And whenever the plug is on, you know, it goes just like this, so straight up like that. So they'll be on the top side right in the middle. It's the only 2 in the middle. And if you want to see exactly how I did it, you know, just check out video part 2 on the mirrors right there. So it's not that bad, and I'm gonna just go ahead and plug it back in. So here I got my new round switch for my mirrors. I already went ahead and soldered it up, and I'm gonna just install it right there. Because before I used to have that squared one, but now I'm gonna just put the round one since I got it in place, and it's easier, you know, to drill a round hole than a square hole. But that's how it looks right there. I'll probably put a little bit more heat shrink right here to make it look all closed up more than this, but they look good right now. But let me know what you guys think right here on the switch. So there it is, guys. I went ahead and put some more heat shrink on top of the heat shrink.
It's beautiful!
It makes it look a little bit better. You know, it's all blacked out right here. So now I can go ahead and put it on. Alright guys, so check it out. I went ahead and installed already my switch. So it's all working now, and I'll show you right here real quick. So you can see they open and they close. And this is just a toggle switch, you know, like last time on video part 2. And on my Tahoe right here, I'm gonna install it right here in this blank area, because on my Yukon I had it over here since there was a hole there, so I had just, you know, put it on there. But I think it'll look good here on this factory spot, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But you guys let me know what you think on the mirrors, you know, if you ready to see that. So to put my switch here, I had to pull this thing off, and it's just clipped, so you just got to pull it off you know, carefully. But this all comes off just like this, and you'll have some wires right there. So that's this whole piece right here, and then it'll have like 3 harnesses they have to unplug. But pretty much, you know, they're gonna be like right here on this side and then this side. So those 3 harnesses, and then when you flip this over, you have to pop this thing out like this. And I have them all loose, you know, for the video, because it's hard, you know, doing it with one hand. But once you have this off, like if you want to put a switch on here like I am, pretty much you have to, you know, pry these right here as well on all 4 sides, and then this will come out. And then you can see that it's empty inside here. But if you look at this, it's blocked off from the back. So I'm gonna have to probably like drill a small hole right here or something to pass the wire through, but there's nothing back there, so it's okay. And that's what I'll be doing right there. That way, you know, it'll be like factory looking right there. So let me do that real quick. So there it is right here, and you know, it looks good right there. And all I had to do was on the back cover, drill on this plastic piece right here. You can see I just cut it off, and then there's a circle right here. So I just made it a little bit bigger, and now with this hole right here, I can just pass my wire straight back, and it should look like factory right there. And there it is. So now it's all assembled and it's ready for part 3. Alright guys, so here's the switch right there. I think it came out pretty good. It's almost the same size as the stock fog light switch, so I think that should be pretty good right there. And you know, it's functional now. So let me try it out real quick. So there you can see they close and they open. So now I just have these wires left over for next time when I'm gonna be messing with them on part 3. And you know, I'll close it up later on, but for now I'm gonna leave it open. So I'll be having this just like this for now. And I still have to put the door panels and all that back on, but I'm still not ready because I want to do some more stuff right there, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing to it. But for today, I think that should be good right there. So I just received the door handle that I took last to get color matched since I had ordered the wrong one, but there it is right here. But what I like to do on my door handles is, if you notice, you know, they have this pin right here for the door lock, so in this area for the keyhole. So I like to take these off, and that way, you know, whenever people over here trying to break into trucks, you know, they're always trying to, you know, jam a screwdriver or something like that, and then, you know, unlock your truck. So that's why I take these off all the time on my trucks.
911 emergency! My car's been stolen! I'm in pursuit, right? I need all units! The whole squadron, bring everyone!
And when I do this, even I won't be able to get in, you know, because it's just going to be spinning, and I'm just completely going to remove this whole bar right here, this whole little hanger, all the way from the bottom. And that way, you know, there's nothing in the way that can be pushed from over here. And so I'll go ahead and take that pin off. And the keyhole right here, I am going to put on the other one. It's just going to be like a dummy, and you know, it's just going to be spinning out right there. So I went ahead and put it on already. So that way, if anybody's trying to break in here, you know, this won't work at all. Even if, you know, they pop it in or nothing, like the pin is actually gone. And I like to do that on all my trucks, because over here where I'm at, you know, they're always trying to break in trucks, and especially this way right here. But you can see, you know, it'll just be spinning, but it's not actually going to do like nothing to the truck. So it doesn't lock it or unlock it, because, you know what I'm saying, it's not connected. And I'll show you right here. This is the old door handle right here. So this is the pin right here that, you know, gets removed, and you can see the old handle right here. So it's connected right here to the keyhole. So since this one is off, it's in the truck, that's where it pretty much goes. But this top one still stays connected, because this is the one that, you know, when you open your door handle. So this top one right here still stays connected, because that's how you open your door. But this is the one that gets removed on the bottom. And you guys let me know if, you know, if they've broken in your trucks like this, you know, popping the locks and all that stuff right there. But that's pretty much it right there. So now all my door handles are good, and my mirrors are all working with the switches. So, you know, I can close them and then open them. So that should be good for next time right there. And I'll still have the door panels off and stuff because I might do some work. If not, then I might put them back, but for now I'm gonna just leave it like this. And also I did go ahead and find me some new parts for the truck, so I went ahead and found me some panels for the rear. And then I got a new grill that I had from before, so I'm gonna be trying to change it out, as well as a bumper that I found. And I'll go ahead and show you right now, and you guys let me know what you think on that right there. So next time she should be looking pretty good or different. I just gotta, you know, get them painted and all that stuff, but I'll go ahead and show you right now. So this is a bumper right here that I found at the junkyard, and it came off a Tahoe, but it looks like a street scene SS bumper.
Look, I found a treasure. A treasure that's up on a road.
And I really wasn't looking for this, but you know, I found it, and I mean, I'll try it out. I'm gonna see how I like it. And it's a good bumper. I mean, these are like $500 or something, but it seems like a good quality bumper because it's not the fiberglass one. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's like some type of different material. And I believe this is the street scene one, the one that's more expensive, maybe like 500 or something like that. But that's what it looks like. It does need like some work. And I also was able to find these Denali rear covers, which I've been looking for in a while. And these right here are also hard to find on the Denali cladings. So I've always wanted these on the Yukon, but you know, they were hard to find, and I went ahead and found these, so I got them. And I'm gonna see if I can just get them painted and fixed up, because it does have like some holes and stuff. So it's got like some holes in the bumper, and then somewhere down here as well. Probably see some holes right there. So we'll see if it gets fixed up, and if it looks good, then maybe I'll leave it, and if not, then maybe I'll just change it later on. But this should be good for now as well. It makes it look different. And I also have another piece right here. It's a different grill, and I'm gonna get it painted, and I'll show you guys when I fix it up. But let me see if I can take it out the box and show you real quick. And I'll have the links for this grill on the description as well. It looks pretty cool. I'm not sure how it's gonna look when it's painted. Maybe it'll look good, or you know, who knows. You might have seen these grills already. So this is the grill right here that I'm trying to paint. And I'm not sure how it'll look when it's painted, but it might look better, you know, than the factory one. Or other than that, I mean, I might just keep this one and the factory and just have, you know, swap them out. Because I like to swap things here and there. So, you know, if I feel like having this, I'll put this one. And if not, then I'll put my factory one. But I think it looks kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll have it linked down below in the description if you want to check it out as well. But it has other parts in here, like the side pieces. And, you know, just like a regular Chevy. So that's what it is right there. And I'm going to see if I can get them painted. Also, for back here on the bumper, I made this plastic piece right here. So it's made out of ABS plastic. I just cut it around to fit up in this area. Because if you can see, you know, whenever this bumper got pulled off, it got pried. And it has the marks and all this. And then I also don't have my spare tire here, so it's all empty. And on the Yukon, I used to have a camera back here. You can probably still see the camera. So there's a camera right there. So I'll be relocating it over to this one, and just with a new bracket, because the Yukon didn't even have this. But it should look pretty good once it's all painted. So it'll go something like this. I'm not sure if, yeah, something like that. So it should look way better versus, you know, those pry marks. And then once it's color matched and put the camera here, then it should be good. But for now, I'll probably just paint it and leave it as a blank. But let me know what you think on that right there. So there she is, guys. She's starting to change little by little here and there, you know. I just gotta do it slowly. So hopefully next time, you know, I'll be waiting on the bumpers to get painted, the bumper and the grill. And then maybe I can try to put them on right there and see if I can get it on film right there as well. So I'll just be waiting on those right there to get painted, and then I can try to put them on. And, you know, later on I'll try to mess with the moldings and stuff. But so far she's looking good. I think she's starting to look a little bit better now, but you guys let me know what you think. Even though, you know, she's got the black wheels, but like I said, later on I can change those. You know, those are just bolt-on, so they shouldn't be too hard to change out. And also, if you guys like this content, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. That way, you know, I can keep making more videos like this. You know, that does help me out a lot, and I appreciate it. And it also helps me push out more videos like this, you know, faster, and, you know, with better content on them. So just stay tuned for the next updates on the truck right here. And that'll be pretty much it for this video, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. We're gone.
Digital dope pulling up with the savior. No life, we stuffing the blunt with the flavors. Pop me a tab, now I'm one with the maker. They feed us lies for their own entertainment. See through that shit like a doc, I X-ray 'em. They new to this shit, got no time to be playing. I look inside for my truth like a saying. Chaos is loose, I know you see the mayhem. Resurrected from the dead like a seance. Here to bless you with the knowledge from eons. Take a hit, it ain't no buzz, I be beyond. Trippy, but that higher learning what we on. Fire burning, taking flight like a kiosk. Too determined when ignited, I be gone. See my aura glowing bright like some neon. Can't ignore it, I'm a